Hello, oohs and ahs. Here it comes. Oohs and ahs, it's Fun Friday. Time to kick up some ink. How are you all? You guys have been chit-chatting, having a good time, getting ready. It looks like everybody's had a pretty good week. I'm glad to hear that. We like that very, very much. Welcome, welcome. If you are new here, if you're a friend of Daniel's and coming in for the first time, we welcome you. There will be a few things that will make you go, what are they talking about? But we'll tell you what we're talking about. It'll be fun. If you're a friend of Crafty Owls and coming back from last week, we are so glad you came back to join us. We got a lot to do tonight. Thank you for the reminders for those Vinnies. We will be asking for more. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. This is Craft Roulette? What's Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, Craft Roulette is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday evening. And whenever we are live, we have a seat for you to join us. And we really do mean it. We'd love to have you come along and hang out with us. It's just a wonderful, wonderful treat for our chatterboxes. They are the nicest people. Oh, they will make you feel so welcome because I know them very well and that's what they do best. If you were enjoying the cards just before the show started, what can I say? What can I say that I haven't said? 452 cards you guys sent in. About a week ago, we were going, those were dumb parameters. We can't do anything with them. But 452 of you decided, no, hold my root beer. I can do something cool with those. And you did. So many cards. You can see them over on craftroulette.live. We weren't able to show them all because we don't have enough time before the show. So you should go over and just enjoy yourself and take a little stroll through our art gallery 202. This is episode 203. We are almost to have our birthday. We are almost to have our fourth celebration for being here almost every Friday night. It's incredible. We also have 5 videos, processed videos based on last week's parameters. I just love that you do that. I think it is just so very, very cool. Thank you so much, those wonderful people. And, another funny thing, we have as many bonus gallery cards as we did on episode 4, whole gallery. So our growth has been remarkable. I do have some housekeeping. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. This is a bummer. But at the same time, we want to make the most out of appreciating you. So I'm not sick. It's like, you call somebody and go, hello, you're a neighbor. Oh, no, your house is fine. No, our house is fine. But I got something. I got to do something. I don't want to do it. So this is housekeeping, and it even has a title. It's called People Can Do Things the Right Way or the Wrong Way. So, and I'm going to read it because we've crafted this carefully so that we cover all our bases. So, forgive me for having to read. Let me get a sip of water. Can I put off this any more? I don't know. Oh, we got to get to the show. Thank you for the applause. We've spent the last 4 years developing this show step by step, idea by idea. Some have worked, some haven't, and a lot of our best ideas have come from our community. It was our second episode when we received our first contributions. Vicki Emerson and Vicki Logan decided to play along all on their very own and posted their projects to our Facebook page after the show. Man, my heart's beating hard. We loved the idea and decided to run with it. Episode 3 featured our first card slideshow, and it's been a community favorite ever since. Episode 21 was the first appearance of our first episode to feature a guest crafter. We're amazed when Jayma Mommy agreed to appear on the show. Since then, we have featured 83 guests, and we wouldn't be here without their help. They have introduced us to so many nice people. Many of you. Thank you. To connect with more creators, we built a platform to share Craft Roulette-based process videos with our community using our website. Anyone can submit their own Craft Roulette-related process videos, if they meet our guidelines, of course. Vicky Ruda started this way and has been a guest crafter. Carmen Broxma has had almost 100 process videos on her YouTube channel and has been a guest host on our patron show. We also have an amazing Facebook group. You guys know that. A Zoom calls, chatterbox for our community to meet, interact, and support each other. We've never had a problem. I want you to know this especially. We've never had a problem in our community, and we cannot thank you enough for being so amazing. That's the right way to engage with Craft Roulette. Now, here's the wrong way. Over the past month, we've encountered someone hosting their own Craft Roulette show, and we want to make sure our community is not confused by this. We are not okay with someone else using our name, our tagline, and our idea as their own. This is not fair for us. It's not fair for you. It is not fair for our contributors, Chatterbox friends, guest crafters, spin sponsors, process video creators, and community as a whole. We've reached out multiple times and have gotten no response. That left us with the option of publicly addressing the issue. We would have preferred to keep this private and professional, but we don't feel like we've had that choice. So that's the bad part. We applaud you guys for being responsible Craft Roulette and members of our Craft Roulette culture. We're not even a community, right? We're a culture. We are so proud of what you have helped us build. So far, our community is responsible for almost 30,000 contributions from all over the world, 465 process videos, 83 guests, 202 episodes, 45 companies as spin sponsors, and countless friends made along the way. Hey, I did it, Mr. Producer, without crying. And we are just getting started. But seriously, we just needed to get that out in the air. We wanted to make sure that you guys were on the same page as we are. And now let's get on with the show because we've got a great guest. I'm looking forward to having him on, but we're going to give a few more little kudos. Thank you for listening to me. Okay, on with the show. We'd like to give us a thumbs up if you would. Make sure that you have subscribed to us. We call these Vinnies because we are fun. And hit that subscription and that like bell. We would appreciate that very much. Hey, this is the last week for our spin sponsors. We've had wonderful spin sponsors this February. And if you were one of those 452 cards, you are eligible for one of the prizes from our giveaways from our spin sponsors. Thank you so much. Your Paper Insider, Gina K Designs. I kind of cheated you on that one, Your Paper Insider, but thank you. Oh, you guys have the coolest paper. And Colorado Craft Company. We'll talk to Daniel more about Colorado Craft Company later in the show, which we call LITS. We are not sponsored by any craft company, not that we're against it, but we are not currently sponsored by a craft company. We are sponsored by our patrons, and we always want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are making this happen, making it so that we can be here every week. We also have a little merchandise, some cute little togs, and don't forget, yes, we have our own stamp set and die set. As Cool Mary likes to say it. So you can check those all out on craftroulette.live. It's open 24/7. Anyway, we do have a new patron this week, Rhonda Arroyo, which I love to say her name, Arroyo. We used to, my daughter had a dog named Roy, and we used to call him Arroyo. So that was fun to have that. I love that. She, by the way, Rhonda, I did notice that you were one of the comments that you said about the parameters. You said you were up for a challenge. Put me in, coach. And so we'll see if you're going to be ready to come into the game tonight. I hope so. Mr. Mike has on his orange and purple sweater because I don't remember if Daniel West is Team Purple or Team Orange. So we're going to have to ask him that. It's been so long since he's been on. I need to talk to him about these important things. So give a warm Craft Roulette welcome to our guest tonight from Rhode Island, our friend Daniel West. Are we good? Did I forget something?
Hello.
It loaded the wrong data. Let me see and fix that real fast.
Well, Libby, how are you? Libby, you have a lot of facial hair for somebody named Libby. Well,
I'm not
Daniel,
going to comment on that. Libby will skin me.
well, when she's on, I'll just say, you don't have nearly
I'll fix it,
the
I'll
heavy
fix it.
beard that I thought you would have, Daniel. Anyway, welcome, and thank you for living through our mistakes. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you again.
Same here.
Tell us a little bit about your journey into crafting and life, if you would, please.
Well, I was going through a kind of a rough period back about 5 years ago with anxiety and lots of things. I needed to get some stuff off my mind and occupy my thoughts and my hands. And I just started crafting because a friend showed me some of the things. A friend from church showed me some of her stuff. And I'm like, hey, I think I could do that. So I started coloring and crafting, and it just took off. So I've made lots of friends and worked for lots of companies, and it became bigger than what I thought or expected.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying right there. Yeah. Let's spin this wheel and see what we come up with. And then all those things that you just heard me say, how many people are involved, how many nice people we have gotten to meet.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is just such a gift.
Yeah.
Such a gift. It is so nice. Well, last time you were on, you were a little under the weather, and we had a yawning contest. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do this time to top yawning, but nothing else. Maybe we'll just have a little yawn-see. I do end up. We have a Tuesday night show, and I yawn on every Tuesday night. There's something about I've talked, never taking any deep breaths. And then when I get to a certain point in the show, I just yawn. And it just is, now I'm like conditioned.
Now
so should we just do it and get it out of the way?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We're ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
Clear the cobwebs. Hey, by the way, you had a question for me. What was that?
What is craft roulette?
You know, it's been a while since you were here, so we better find out exactly what it is. Chatterbox, so good to see ya. I'm glad you're yawning. Mr. Producer's in his place, ready to get this show on the go. Daniel, I'm looking forward to our time together tonight. Let's find out what is craft roulette.
What is craft roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep. That's what we do almost every Friday night, and we just are waiting for you. We'll leave the light on every week, you know that, because we like to have you here. If you are watching the replay, we would love to say hi to you as well, so leave us a comment. I will at least give you a heart and read it if I don't get to answer it. Sometimes life gets a little busy, but we really appreciate you being here. Last week, like we said, 452 contributions, and the parameters were a little bit weird, but look at your pins all fall in. Look at you. I just love seeing you all over the world. It looks like there's plenty of room, though, on that map for more pins, so don't give up. Join us, send us to a friend, share us, and get some more pins on that thing. It's so much fun. Oh, look, we're at 29, almost 30,000 cards. So what the patrons think last week?
Oh, I think the data didn't load for this, so.
Okay, all right, because they're very neutral. Well, we had a 5x7 card, which you guys were kind of a little nervous about, but you did great. Formal and informal, you have been vetoing that, but you did it, and you did a really cool job with it. Warm or warms was the element, and we had to include a crisscross. If you hadn't seen, my card actually lights up, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, and you can see the crisscross paper, and it was fun to make. It was really a fun card to make. So check it all out. Last week is on last week's episode. That's what we did. Crafty Al, always is fun. She's been on 10 and a half times. She's the only person who's been on a half a show, and she did this cute little card. She's always so reactive to all the wheel things, and she's always just a lot of fun. We just love Crafty Al. Thank you, Crafty Al, for joining us and sharing that really cute card. So let's bring. Oh, and looky there. She's got a major milestone right there, 25. We're going to celebrate that now in our parade of achievements. So let's bring Daniel back on. And we are going to have our parade of achievements. That means we're going to welcome our first-time guests, say huzzah for our major milestone achievers. We've got our leading ladies to cover, and we've got 4 new to Club 52, plus 2 new mug clubbers to celebrate. So this is on a timer, Daniel. We can't spend it all the time yawning and talking. We'll talk in a few minutes. But we'll get through this, and it's so fun to celebrate these achievements. Welcome to our first timers. Won't you join me, giving them some hearts? How'd they do the 5x7? Michelle Yeager from Illinois, congratulations and welcome to Craft Roulette. Cece Hardwick. Warms me to see it. Donna White. Cute card. Vicky from Montana. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. Aggie from British Columbia. So cute. It is amazing. Look at all those hearts. Love you guys. Jana Mays from Alabama. Brought the chicken. Dominica Nika from the Netherlands. Very pretty card. That's a great 5x7. Dana from Indiana. Crisscross background. Janet from Dallas. Kitty cat. Tina from Tennessee. First timers. All of you. How wonderful. Susan Tremper finally got her card in. Way to go, Susan. I'm proud of you. Major milestone achievers are people that have sent in 25, 50, 75 cards and so forth. 25 major milestone achiever, Crafty Al.
Nice.
Stacy Burns is sent in 50. That's wonderful. Sandy S is sent in 50 as well. Retro Kitties.
Hello.
Norma Medina, Detective Norma Medina, has sent in 50. She won on Whodunit Tuesday. Kathy Holmes has sent in 50 as well. Super cute. Ingrid, congratulations. 50 consecutive cards for Janelle Tribuna.
Wow.
Isn't that a lot? Kimberly D, who has been making tons of bonus cards too. 50 cards. 50th submission for Pamela Kephart. So many styles, huh, Daniel?
Yeah.
Wendy
Beautiful.
D has sent in 50 also. I'm sorry?
Look at that, the coloring.
Susan Kramer has sent in 75. Well done. Pam has sent in 100 straight submissions. Pam Veal, congratulations. She's a mug clubber. Another mug clubber, Marie Bland from Australia. Well done. Rosie B has sent in 125 cards, as has Lauren Taylor. Well done. Amazing. For our leading ladies this week, who do we have? We have Smurf Murphy with 163 cards that she has sent in. Jackie Muller is her twin with 163. We love that salt, Jackie. Kathy Herring has sent in 167 cards. Cute. 5K, now 6K Lamone has sent in 169. That's pretty. Card Monkey Jarvis keeps trucking with 180 consecutive cards. And Patty Beck, our leading lady, has sent in 197 cards. We're at 203. That's when she started a long time ago. Club 52, we welcome Vicky Stamped Smiles. Well done. Angie Venez. I should have practiced. Angie, congratulations. Deborah Norris from Indiana, 52 cards. Gloria Davis has never missed a week, and she has now is a member of Club 52. Club 52, what do we have, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, for them? Big fat zero. We don't give anything away for Club 52. We have nothing. There's no perks. There's no benefits. No discounts. No special parking. But you have a wonderful track record and bragging rights that you have sent in a year's worth of cards. Congratulations. We thank you. And congratulations to our mug clubbers. Make sure you contact me and send me your address, because I do have a stamp set, an exclusive stamp set just for you. Congratulations all. Thank you so much for being a part of our world. We appreciate you. That's how we get inspired, Daniel.
That's wonderful.
I
So
didn't see.
faithful.
Oh, I know. I didn't see anything like you do, though. I didn't see your style. So we've got
Oh,
room. We've got room for you.
yeah. I think I might be able to add something.
I know you can. I know you can. Well, it is time. That's our closeout for last week. It's time to bring on those parameters, Mr. Producer. Nervous? Nah.
Uh,
You don't get nervous, do you?
no, it's fun.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
see? There you go. There you go. Well, those are what the wheels got up his sleeve for us this week. We're going to see what he's going to decide, but we're going to talk first a few things like vetoes. Vetoes are something that we give our patrons every week to be able to vote off one of those parameters from each one of those columns. That means if we land on that parameter, we will spin again and the wheel cannot make us do it. If it fits into the parameters that we do get, you can use it. If this doesn't make sense, it's okay. We'll talk you through it. Just be patient with us. And for this week, what did they say?
So,
Did this not load?
well, a little thing happened, and it's trying to load data from the wrong episode, and I have it half fixed. I have the totals here. It won't
have them too.
display. So
Okay.
we're just gonna do it old-fashioned way without the
Old-fashioned.
fanfare of automation.
Well, I think we did it enough times without the fanfare of automation that we know how, and I wrote them down. So the patrons this week decided no to A9 cards. They don't want that. Do you even know what an A9 card is, Daniel?
Nope.
It's
I have no idea.
like an 8.5 by 11 folded in half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And your little Anita Jerem things would look mighty tiny
Right.
on it. Right. For the colors, they said no thank you to 1990s. And for element, no thank you to posters, number 14. I'll learn my numbers soon. And for random, they again said no to lace on base, number 17. Grandma Gay said that is the new paperclip. So I think she's right. That doesn't, okay, so when I said you can use it if we get a parameter, we don't have a parameter that says no lace on base. So if you want to use your lace on a base, you can still use it no matter what we get. So that's what that means. All right. But we always give you an opportunity as our guest. Would you like to veto something? Is there something on that board that just makes you go, ew, I get the heebie-jeebies?
I get one veto of all of them.
Yeah, we're not that nice. We're nice, but not that nice.
Yes, I will veto the pop-up card.
Pop-up card it is. There at number 4. Okay, that means if we land on 4, we will do it again. And this is new since you've been on. Where would you like to put your chips, sir? Besides in the dip.
I had chips in this yesterday. My chips meaning where I would like to, what I would really like to play with.
Yeah, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to play it. If you were at a roulette table, where would you put your chips?
So I would do birthday card.
Okay. Let's find it. Do we have that in the list? There it is. 20.
20. And for colors, I would do the Easter eggs.
Easter
20.
egg. 20. Thank you.
And for the element, I would do in the sky.
Number 3.
And for random, I would do the stencil.
Yeah, number 7. Yeah, that would be good. Birthday card, Easter eggs, colors. That's the colors, not the element. In the sky, which what would you do for in the sky for birthday card?
Well, I would have a gradient blue coming down from the top and an outdoor birthday party.
Ah, banners and such.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, little you in a little airplane.
That'd be
birthday.
fun.
Yeah, your face in a little airplane on a wobbler.
My big old head.
Wouldn't that be fun? It'd be like one of those early internet cards, those electronic cards. Jim Jam, Tim Tams, something like that. Jib Jabs, Jib. Whatever it was.
I remember them, but I don't remember the names.
Yeah, it was something like that. Anyway, well, I think it would make a cute card, and I hope we get at least one of them. We haven't had any guest choices in a while, so let's give this guy a warm-up, see how he's feeling, see if he remembers your style, and see if he will help you out. And for project, what will we get? Jib Jabs, that's it. Jib Jabs, you can remember. Number 9. Oh, we got a veto. A9, you avoided it. Patrons, you guys are important. See, you are important. So let's do it again. Y'all owe them a thanks. Big thanks. That's on number 19. A flip fold card. We're going to talk about each and every one of these. Don't worry. For colors, will we get Easter eggs? Those would be nice and bright and pretty. Unless you're Russian Easter eggs, then they're really intense. Main Street. I think. Was it Crafty Owl that wanted that? I think so. And for element, Main Street colors, flip fold card, walks. Okay, and random. I think I knew what I was going to do for walks. Let's see. Heart. Well, that's an easy one. Okay, do you take walks?
No.
Well, you may have to use your imagination then. But you do walk. You walk between your house and the craft room, and
yes.
You walk in different. You walk in church. You walk in all sorts of places. So we're going to talk about these things. A flip fold card. I think there is actually a fold that's called a flip fold card, and it's like a Z fold, and the panel on the front is the same as a panel on the inside. I'm pretty sure I have a sample, so I will get it in just a second. But it doesn't mean that it has to be It's the only week that I didn't bring my samples over. Just let me get it. I thought, I never have to use these. I'm just going to leave them over here. Well, that didn't go so well. But any kind of card should have some sort of flip and a fold to it, right? So you don't have to worry about a special kind of card. But if you were going to do the exact, I think this is called, yep, this is it. And it's like a Z-fold card. It's like a Z-fold card. Okay. It's a Z-fold card like so. And then it has two panels. One is, and they're both the same size. So you could do smaller ones if you wanted. But when they fold up, they cover. The front one covers the inside one. And that's the legal interpretation of flip fold card. But here at Craft Roulette, my speech goes like this. This is your art project. We're not going to tell you what to do. And we'd love to see your expression, your artistic expression. We're not going to teach you anything here. We're not going to talk about products necessarily. We will talk about products, but it's not the focus. We are all about using art either literally to highly interpreted. Our projects can be very simple to highly complex and interactive. We're all about all sorts of stuff. Our levels of crafters can be from new crafters to very experienced, seasoned crafters. We don't have any age limit on our crafters as well. We have young ones to quite old ones. I'm getting there myself. The parameters can be the focal point, or they can just be barely included in some clever little hidden way. But they do have to be included and justified. It has to be handcrafted and family friendly, so I can talk about it without blushing. That's my speech. So flip fold card could be this, but you could have a little flip. You could have a little person flipping over a fold. I don't know what you're going to come up with because I'm not your brain. But I know this group, and they come up with all sorts of stuff. I do know that. So, peekaboo card. That's right, Cheryl. You could have something, a little flap that flips open. You could have like a submarine. If you wanted to have a little flap in a submarine window or a window or something like that, could be considered a flap that flips. Or you could do it with a card like this. What do you think, Daniel?
I think I'm going to do the traditional route because I've never made one, and I would like to have that in my
repertoire.
My repertoire.
Your portfolio.
Is my card making portfolio.
It's quite. I think I probably will too because you can adjust the size. You could do it in a 9 card, but I don't think anybody in their right mind would want to. But we may find somebody without that same conviction. Main Street colors. When I put Main Street on there, I was seeing a quaint little town. I was seeing red bricks, red and white awnings, blue or green bushes, potted plants, signs in the windows, all sorts of things like that. Just little Main Street scene came to mind. That doesn't mean that everybody else is going to see that same scene and think of those same colors. What about you? I mean, if we were in Morocco, that would not be the same Main Street, right?
Right. I'm thinking more cobblestone streets, which would be dark gray or like, medium gray streets with kind of not adobe. What are those? Plaster buildings on the side, kind of maybe traditional New England kind of stuff.
Well, see, I've never been to New England, so I don't even see that. Murals. There are old towns that have murals on their main streets, so you could pull from those colors. The colors that we have for our parameter is your interpretation. It's nuance. It's how you see it and the colors you pull out. We're not going to tell you that, no, those are the wrong colors for Main Street, because you're going to have your own little take on it. So
yeah, we have Disney Main Street, stucco, I think, or people are saying.
Oh, stucco.
Stucco, yeah. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Anything
The
like
cars
that.
that are on Main Street.
That's a
could
good
really pull in a lot of
license plates
colors.
on Main Street. Doesn't mean that you have to have a bunch of colors either. You can dial it in to just a few colors that you would see on Main Street.
Oh yeah, neon colors too. Neon
Oh,
lights
like
in
the
windows.
lights. Yeah, that's a good one, Cheryl. Okay, so that's kind of what we're gonna. That's the take on colors. I think that'll be fun. I think we can have all sorts of different styles and takes. I think it'll be a pretty little gallery. Walks, like I said, walks don't have to be down the street. Walks don't have to be in a natural setting, outside setting. They can be when you walk downstairs. It can be when you're walking through your church. It can be walking, where else could you walk? We're walking upstairs. It can be walking in school. Oh my gosh, the school that I used to work in, it was all gray. It was just gray. So I would just do bricks of gray if I were to do this school with little kids all over. But,
How about walking down Main Street?
How's that?
Walking down Main Street.
You could definitely do that. And I think we'll see that when people are mixing them together. Oftentimes we do see an influence from our color palette into the element and the images. It's very fun. It's very fun. So where are you guys? Walking in the rain, walking on Route 66, walking your dog, walking in the grocery store.
I saw someone ask about walk, like WOK, and that is 100% acceptable. We like and accept puns.
We do like and accept puns. How fun is that? Walking in a veggie garden, walking in a forest, walks of life. That's a big concept, Lorna. Walking down the aisle. Oh, my. Those are good. Those are good. You guys, I'd come up with one little tiny idea, and then you just walking on sunshine. Whoa. Don't it feel good? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to feel good. I think we got that one. You got an idea? We're going to come back to that, but are you have a little bit of an idea there? Yeah.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I've already got my stamp sets chosen. And I'm
Dang.
over here. I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
I had a stack of them over here, and so as things kept popping up, I'm like, that one.
You know how to play this game. Heart. We can add a heart to almost anything, right? Think embellishment, sequins, draw, stamp, shape, the shape of a card, anything. You can do all sorts of stuff with hearts. Hearts are great. So I think we're good. I don't know exactly which way I'll walk, but I'm going to walk to my supplies here in just a minute and get something going because I got to get something started before Daniel beats me. So we do have a few little ads for us to spend some time enjoying about our other show in review and our stamp set. We'll be right back after Cool Mary. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more Craft Roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It mystery game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, If you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Whodunit mystery game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. There's that vacuum sweeper. Didn't have to get it out for my floor yet because we haven't gotten something off your floor. So we're good. Oh, that vacuum sweeper doesn't miss coming in here though. Man, does it ever pick up a lot of stuff. So I think I too am going to do very traditional flip fold because it's cute. And when I think of walking, I think of walking down the street and walking my puppy. And he's a little black puppy, so I'm going to use my little black puppy. And he's getting gray, though. But I don't know what I'd do with the gray one. But I'm going to use the black puppy. Then put the sentiment inside, I guess. And so that will be, my color palette will be like the pretty colors that I see on my walk. So I've got a little bit of some gray for the base. I've got some sky blue. I've got some green for the trees. Probably just a little bit of red, pop of red, just because. Didn't have any orange. Does that look orange to you?
On the camera, yeah.
It does look orange on my wheel too. So orange, yay, even better. And so it won't be like I don't have to do like I am walking. It's just something that is going to talk about something that makes me think of my walks, which is my dog. We walk and we have a good time. So I should put little leaves and different things because he loves to walk. Boy,
and those colors are colors you would see on a main street.
Exacto. Exactamente. You know, I know when I cut these out, I thought I might add some color to the gray one. That's what I was thinking. And because if I put black on, he's such a black dog, but he does have some white. So I might just put some black onto this so you can see his nose. I think that'll work. So this is just taking an A2 size card and folding the top one back. That's pretty easy. Isn't that a cute puppy? Allie, I think so too. It's a little waffle dog. A little waffle flower dog. And I think he's mighty darling.
Here comes Daniel.
Walking on your floor, you could do walking on your floor. That's right, Cindy. And you could talk about all the craft supplies that you have ready for Craft Roulette. All right. Well, there you go. What you got going on there, Mr. Colorado Craft?
Well, just so happens that we have a lovely pair of rats that are just in love.
They are
and
so
they
cute
are
and
walking together. And this is a love set, right? But you can, Valentine's or happy anniversary or congratulations, newlyweds. So there's lots of options here for, you could walk them down the aisle. They could be walking down
Very
the street.
good.
So
My
I
hat.
thought,
I'm doffing my hat for you. That was really good.
where's
Super
that?
smart. Yeah, that's smart.
Oh,
Walking
thank
down.
you.
Yeah, I like it.
And then we got the heart element here that I've got in the stamp set, which is perfect. So we've got the
Perfect.
Main Street, we've got the walk, we've got the Main Street colors, right? I
Right.
picked those out here as well.
Oh, lots of
and-
colors.
Lots of colors. This is going to be my whole palette for the thing, but
Okay.
and then I'm going to draw. You're going to see me draw. Hope it works out okay.
That sounds exciting.
So that's what I'm going
That
to do.
sounds exciting and very good.
This stamp set, which one is this called? It's called Newlywed Mice. I thought they were rats because the tails are kind of long, but
They're from the long-tail tribe.
right.
Yes. Very good. Well, let us begin. I think, do you think these are pretty easy so far? I think these might be pretty easy. What do
Seems
you
like
think?
the easiest. Yeah, absolutely easy peasy.
We
I
like
think
that.
the wheel was very good to me tonight.
He likes you.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Wheel. Thank you very much.
Let's see if he has anything
Also,
to say.
can I just say how nice it is to craft with some other people tonight?
Oh, yeah. It's a friendly group to hang out with, isn't it?
It's nice to not be by myself in my office right now.
Oh, well, you're welcome to join us anytime. As much as we're able to do. It is kind
Right.
of, I get so used to crafting on the shows, but I don't craft with other people.
Yeah.
I don't make cards. I don't have people over to make cards or anything. I had a friend over yesterday, and I said, well, why don't you just come over, we'll go out to eat, and then we can just make cards. But I ended up just pulling out Craft Roulette cards that people had sent me and said, look at this. I know you got to see this. You will like this. And we didn't make a single thing, but we
Wow.
sure enjoyed other people's beautiful cards. Connie, you, what? You got a card in already? At this rate, we'll get 500. That's a fast one. Yeah, we should be able to get a pretty good gallery this week, guys. Irene, you're going to be here this weekend? Oh, I do have a craft. I have a Zoom call tomorrow, so I will be crafting with people tomorrow, which is fun.
What Zoom call is that?
That is a patron club fun Zoom call that we do on the last Saturday of every month. We call it Chat and Create because you don't have to craft, but we all chat. So, we all got that gift. So I always look forward to that.
I agree, Jay. Walk is very open.
See, when I put Walk on, I really thought it was kind of a small, limited idea. But Hold my root beer. I walked the line. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. You could even make a poster, Allie. Then you could have that dreaded poster parameter. Do you remember what you had last time, Daniel? I do not.
I do not remember. I have
I
definitely
don't
slept
either.
since then.
Like a lot of times.
A lot, yeah.
So you have been our contact for Colorado Crafts,
Yeah.
which is great. Thank you so much for that help. Tell us what it's like to be on a design team. I know that's a goal for a lot of people, and you've been on many, and I know they're not all the same, and there will be differences and whatnot. But in general, what it's kind of like.
Well, I mean, it kind of provides a bit of structure for work. I mean, if you are a crafter that doesn't have a lot of internal motivation to get into the craft room and get busy on something, sometimes being on a design team can help you with that, because you get assignments and things are that's kind of the idea of the craft roulette too. You get parameters so that you're not just out there in space trying to figure something to make,
That's
and
right.
so it's very helpful in that way. But if you're wicked busy and then demand or whatever, it can get kind of hard to say no when you really do need to say no sometimes,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, I happen to know, and this is not a bad thing, I happen to know have told me that you work better under pressure and with deadlines. And so when I do send you an email, I say it's due now, no matter if it's due in 2 months.
Personality, yeah.
2 months or 2 years. I just say it's due by midnight tonight. And you do respect that. And it's great.
Yes.
But so that would be part of the structure, right? Is because you always have deadlines.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's my perspective. I enjoy getting a deadline, and if I don't have that, then it's not urgent right now, because I have a lot of responsibilities, and,
Right.
and I run a nonprofit. I run our church as well. So, and our church is in a growing mode right now. So,
Yeah, you got lots of folks to take care of.
right.
Lots of shepherding to do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So it's just a real good benefit for you for that style. What do you have any kind of habits that you think have been beneficial as being on a design team?
yeah, I think the habit of being in the craft room a lot and just playing with different color combos and different ideas, and that's one of the things that I that's been very helpful to me. Just um, always having to be in my craft room and playing with things. You're not going to grow if you're not actually practicing and making mistakes and things. So that's important. Also pushing the envelope on your design, so kind of stand out from everybody else. Kind of sometimes it's good to kind of make waves a little bit with your designs. I mean,
so
if
you
you
like
want
to
to
do
get
surfing cards?
surfing, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
No, but, I mean, say a crafting company wants, if you're wanting to be on a design team, they're there to actually promote the crafting company's supplies, and so they want someone who's able to get their things out in front of other people that kind of stand out. So it's really good for you to kind of like switch up your stamp sets and things. One time I made with a really cutesy Little Mermaid set from Simon Says Stamp. I made a series of zombie mermaids,
Oh my God.
flesh-eating zombie mermaids, and that really stood out to Simon Says Stamp. And some people were like, "You shouldn't do that with stamps." I'm like, "Well, I'm having fun. I bought these stamps. I can do whatever I want with them." Well, Susan Opal was like super excited about me making
Uh-huh.
zombie stamps. That's how I got started working with Simon Says Stamp. Yeah. So
That's
stand
that's
out,
very
play
fun.
with.
Well, I think we have a lot of potential in our community then because we have some remarkably creative people. So
Yeah.
they really are something else. I had a I did a I had a cake stand one time, a stamp that was a cake stand, and it looked, when I flipped it over, it looked like Jack LaLanne, like the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And so I made it into a Jack LaLanne card.
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah.
I need,
It was like
now I
one of the
need to.
best fun things.
Oh, we're getting questions, Daniel, of what are you using right now? Is it a tooth drill?
Oh no, he's
Oh,
a dentist.
this is an electric eraser, so um, I like to use this. I'll draw little lines sometimes in places, and then if I want to erase them, I don't have to run my hand over things or try to or damage my paper with another kind of eraser. This thing it's a great little tool. So you can get them on Amazon. That's where I got mine.
So are tools one of the things that made you kind of go, crafting's not just for old grandmas, even though there's lots of great
Right.
grandmas that do it. Do you kind of go, oh, that tool is really, are you drawn to tools?
Yes, absolutely. I love tools. I love tools. Super fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was do you remember your first tool that made a difference that just went, oh yeah, this is fun. I gotta have more.
Um, I don't. I think
No.
maybe the Misty was the big. I think
Uh-huh.
my first one was the Tim Holtz, actually, the stamping platform. I started stamping before all of that, like right as that kind of was produced, and then um there was a little snafu about the kind of a big snafu about
Oh no.
stamping platforms and stuff. And then,
Yeah.
I put my Tim Holtz platform aside and started using the Misty. But a stamping platform was a really big deal. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's huge. When I first got it, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing.
It did make a big difference. See, you weren't even around when we used to have wood stamps.
Cyrus said
Not
your dog is
really.
planting carrots.
No, I wasn't around. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got some wood stamps, but I don't really like to use them. So
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We used to get like this bad neck because we'd always be bending over to see where the stamp was, and it was like eating tacos every meal all day long. So your
yeah.
neck was bent like you were eating tacos.
Oh,
It's like, and which was bad because you never did get the tacos. It was like Narnia, all winter,
oh,
no Christmas, and it was all taco neck, no tacos. That's bad.
that is
Uh,
bad. You need tacos.
Thank you
Yes,
to Sharon and Yvette for both buying our stamp set and die set. Thank you for your
our
orders.
stamp set. Thank you. I've been putting samples of how I've used it, and other people have used it too.
Excuse me, not Sharon. Kim Sharp.
Thank you, Kim Sharp. On our Facebook group on Saturday. So there will be one tomorrow. Because it's real fun what you can do with it. Our stamp set. Did you like Cool Mary?
That's so funny.
Crazy Mary.
Yeah, Daniel was laughing. He couldn't even hear the sound from it, and he was laughing watching the ads. We told him he had to go back and watch them.
Well, Daniel, I always wanted to be in an infomercial. So this is like, we just had to do our own. So I could have my life's dream
That's funny.
of being my moment of being Billy Mays. As seen on TV. I think you could rock an infomercial. Don't
I'm
you
happy
have
to
pretty
do it. You got any contacts?
I think you could. I think you've got all the talent needed. And I say that with admiration. I'm sorry?
I said I think I need a prettier face.
Oh, no, you have an expressive face. That's what you need. You know, what makes me kind of sad is when I make a sad face now, like I look an awful lot like Beaker on the Muppets. And it's because my skin has gotten so saggy and soft. I didn't know that was going to happen.
I love Beaker.
So I was just, surprised by when I was watching, oh my gosh, I look like Beaker. Oh, well, he's a good character. Beaker is a good one. And I will tell you a Jesus story because it's very cute. When I worked at the school, there was this little darling boy. He's older now, and he was so expressive about everything, and I just loved hanging out with him, even though I think a teacher probably didn't love it as much. But I thought he was very creative and will do great as long as he's able to stay creative. But there was a book about Jim Henson in the library, and he was walking by it, and he just started pointing at it. He was so excited, and he just started pointing at it and going, "Look, there's a book about Jesus." But it was Jim Henson. Because he had the look, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was cute. Little
That's funny.
Wyatt. Yeah, he was adorable. Does that look like I could be walking my dog? That remind me of walking my dog. So tell me what you're doing with you're doing like perspective and stuff. Good heavens.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of perspective. I don't really do this very often, so I'm trying something new. But
Wow.
yeah. So I'm gonna add some different shades to this and some kind of like some splotchiness here and there. But these guys are kind of walking down a street, kind of an alleyway, maybe. I don't know. But they're in public.
They're gonna steal a kiss.
There was a question earlier, Daniel, asking if you ever do Copic lessons on your YouTube.
Yeah, basically when I go live, I do almost always do Copic stuff. So almost everything that I do is centered on Copic markers. But
and you call that style color or storybook coloring, right?
Right, storybook style. Yeah. Storybook style coloring. It's kind of splotchy. It's not, it's not meant to be like it's very blendy. So it's kind of just an idea, a little bit inspired by Impressionism.
Did you know I had a crush on Claude Monet when I was in high school?
Oh my. Is that the actual painter, or is there a guy named Claude Monet in your high school?
Who's the actual painter? That's a good question. I never thought of that. But yes, I did. I took a lot of art classes, and as many as they'd let me have, and loved learning about art history, which is a great way to learn about history if you like art.
Right.
Because each period has its own little influences
Right.
and styles, and it tells a lot about the anthropology of the people, etc. And yeah, Claude I just liked him. Have you ever seen any of his work, like in a museum or anything?
No, I've never been to like an art. Well, have I ever been to an art museum? I don't think so.
Oh
Isn't that
my
weird?
goodness!
And we
Well,
actually have Rhode Island School of Design is right here. Like that's a world renowned school of art. So
Mister, next time you come to Kansas City, we'll go to the Nelson. It's really quite the place.
wow,
It
sounds
is
fun.
quite the place. Yeah, it is. It is very cool. And there's the Art Institute too. I don't know if I'd go there, but I don't know what they have. But yeah, it's fun to go to and there is a miniature art show in Paola, Kansas every year. And all of our cards could be in it because they hit the parameters of their art show, and it's a judged show.
The
So
art show itself requires miniature art, not the show is a small.
it
art
is
show.
small though, but it's like big panels of just small art. Right. You got that. So yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder, I don't think they would, I could just say, well, I have 452 to submit from our website. Would you like all of them at one time? Yeah, I don't think, I did, yeah, they wanted me to, there was a lady I knew that ran it, and she would hoped I would do it, but I don't know. I don't think so. It would be hard now to know what to add because we do it so often here. So do so many cards. I do have a couple questions from our patrons, which is a benefit that our patrons get, is being able to ask our guests questions. And Philip B. in Missouri, from Springfield, Missouri, you know where that is.
I went to school there at Southwest Missouri State when it was Southwest Missouri State.
Did I tell you my daughter went there?
No?
She went, yeah, she did.
Nice.
Yeah. The Bears, right? That one?
The Bears, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, she did. She got her accounting degree down there.
Nice.
But
That's cool.
I know. And she worked there was an improv place, and she was a comedian at the improv place called The Skinny.
Yeah.
That was it there when you were there?
I don't recall that, no.
That was, yeah, it would have been pretty long ago. But Philip asks, what is your favorite project that you've ever created? Whoa, it's a big lot of territory. Do you have one?
Here, let me show you my favorite one so far.
Cool.
Right here.
Oh my goodness.
This is
That's
no line
so
coloring.
lovely.
Yeah. It's Colorado Craft stamped. And then I just masked it out and colored it in with Copic markers, added a few details with colored pencils. And this is my favorite thing I've done so far, I think. I've kept it over
I can
here.
see why.
I have a class on this coming out soon, so that's my
picture.
favorite so far.
Well, I can see why. That is scrumptious. Did you
Thank
just
you.
recently do it?
Yep, I did it last month. It's going to be part of the Card Maker Success Summit coming up. So for
Nice.
Colorado Craft sponsors that as well. So
We've enjoyed having you as a sponsor.
I'm happy that, Colorado Craft and I partner up on a lot of stuff. So I was really happy to be able to have this opportunity to be with you guys and to, share Colorado Craft's goodies with you as well. And also
Yeah.
share coupons and giveaway codes, all of those things.
It's
It's a
wonderful.
real blessing.
Well, we love giving away other people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? I just pulled out this little piece of paper, and I thought it was white paper, and I was going to stamp my sentiment on it. I thought, gosh, that's really slippery. Wonder what that is. And I turned it over, and it is a piece of photograph from a walk. Get out of town.
From a walk?
Yes, from walking out in the yard. Walking out in the yard. Yes. Shut the front door.
Wow.
Yes.
Daniel, Allie Cope would like to know if you still have the zombie mermaid card.
I would like to see that too.
I don't know. It's on my Instagram feed, though. If you go all the way back, like thousands of pictures. But if you go back to the beginning, I'm sure it's there. It might even be on the Simon Says Stamp Gallery on if you look up mermaid Simon Says Stamp brand, you might find it there. That's funny.
I'm gotta say I'm a little curious myself. You don't see that every day, you know?
No.
Well, you might.
Zombie mermaids are probably not something you see every day.
Do you watch those zombie kind of movies and things?
Yeah, I guess I do. I enjoy
You must be
like if
somewhat
they've got
familiar.
another kind of story behind them, if it's not just, stupid.
Just dead,
But, like,
stupid zombies.
Yeah, right.
Now, with your voice, what would a zombie sound like with your nice deep voice? Give us your best zombie.
Brains. Brains.
I hope you guys aren't having any trouble just telling who's speaking this week. If it's the little squeaky Minnie Mouse voice, that's me. And if it's not the Minnie Mouse voice, that's Daniel.
All right, so I've got my cityscape almost done.
It's looking good. Mighty fine.
Thanks. I don't know how much time we've got, though.
Much time as we need.
Oh, good.
But if I start snoring, you might want to wrap it up.
I won't wrap it up for yawns, but for snoring, I will wrap it up.
I hear I snore. I don't believe it, but I've heard.
I don't believe that, no.
I
I
know.
don't believe no. Whoever
My
said
mom
that probably is jealous of you or something.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it was my husband.
Oh,
My mom used to say she didn't snore, she purred.
oh, I snore like a freight train. I raised the roof, man. It's terrible.
Remember that when you're going to Creativation and sharing a bed and breakfast. Are you going to go to Creativation?
No, I don't.
Have you ever gone?
I've never gone. I've never really been interested in going, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to see people or meet people is fine.
Right.
But I think this is not really my. If I go to a conference or something, it's going to be for our church because that's where I build
Right.
most of my relationships, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a waste
Yeah.
of time for me. It just would be a little much, I think, for me.
Yeah.
Also, I have believe it or not, I have tons of social anxiety. So,
Yeah. That can happen, huh?
I mean, I'm a pastor, so it seems like I wouldn't, but I actually do. But I have a hard time sometimes hanging out with new people.
I have a hard time if I'm not in charge.
Yeah.
I'm in a situation. If I'm in charge, I'm just like this. I'm good. I can handle it. But if I'm in somebody else's turf, it's a little different.
Yeah, I understand that very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. It's okay, though. I think a lot of people, it's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
And then we got so used to being indoors and not being with people alive.
Right. Let's see,
It's a
color
whole
my.
other thing. I'm trying to find a little sentiment here for the inside. I'm here for you, rain or shine. Might have to have a "You're a wonderful person." Rain or shine. I don't think I can go with gnome puns. It wouldn't make sense. Blop, 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 blop. You brighten my day. I love you bright. Your bright ideas let your light shine. You make the world a better place. That one might be nice. I'm here for you, rain or shine. You make the world a better place. Or just some, I'm here for you, rain or shine. Do people send you many cards
At Christmas time, I get cards.
at Christmas
Yeah.
time? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love getting cards. It's one of my favorite things during the year is to get cards from people. Love that.
Do you
I mean,
do you
during
have a
Christmas
post
time.
office box or anything?
I have, no, but I do have my, like, I have a newsletter that I send my, all of my followers, and my mailing address is always at the bottom of those by
Okay.
law. So they can, if you're subscribed to my newsletter, they can just find my mailing address there
There you go. There you go,
That cool?
guys.
without
There,
saying it out loud to everybody.
right.
But they,
I
they can.
don't doubt that you might get a few cards.
That'd be fun. I would love
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
nice? I know.
Absolutely.
We have a card exchange in our patron group. There's like 167, 147 people signed up for it.
Nice. I love that.
And I know Cindy Elkins, Aunt Fluffy, said it just tickles her heart so much when she gets a card.
Well, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And any kind of card doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter who makes it, or
Yeah,
or
it's just a
how
little hug.
talented they think they are. None of that is important. The
Nope.
important part is that that heart is shown in it, and love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, do we?
167 members
Got
and
it right.
4,835 commitments, which doesn't necessarily mean a full card was sent, but we limit how many people or how many addresses people can see, per month, so that you can't use our card exchange to harvest addresses or anything. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And whose voice was that? Was that a voice of an angel? No, that was the voice of Mr. Producer, the man behind the curtain, the man who's built this whole system.
The man who had to dive into the code a few minutes ago to make sure that the giveaway was going to work, since the automated data loading that's running this show was trying to load from the wrong episode. So.
I'm glad you caught that. That would have been a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Bit of a problem.
I know what happened, and I can blame it on having to convert from UTC to time zone affected times. So,
Man, I hate it when I have to scrub my bios in the pipe. I have just a few little computer lingo stuff that make no sense, but I always say it when somebody's talking about computer stuff. Man, I hate it when I scrub my speed in the pipe. That was actually a quote from somebody that was a
that was a
snowboarder, but it sounds
the
like
X
somebody.
Games.
Yeah, it sounds like a computer thing. And then the other one was, oh, well, have you tried flashing your bios? And that's
a real computer
that's a real
thing.
computer thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would have no idea.
Yeah. Well, you probably haven't flashed your bios lately, and
Russ,
maybe
No, I haven't. I've literally never flashed my bios.
you may want to consider that.
Warn your BIOS before you do it.
Oh yes,
They
warn
appreciate that.
your bios first. Or you may scrub your speed in the pipe. Glory. Yes.
It's very dangerous to introduce jargon to my mom. She picks up on it and doesn't forget it.
But never uses it correctly.
That's the dangerous part.
Sure, just do that. Yeah. Rhonda Arroyo, who is a new patron, thank you, Rhonda, has a question for you. She says, have you ever won anything big in a giveaway? You know, you're a part of the giveaway for Craft or Colorado Crafts. Have you ever won anything big?
Like how big? You talking like thousands of dollars? Or are you talking about?
We'll let you define that.
All right. Well, when I first started crafting, I was just looking for ways to save money because this can get wicked expensive. This hobby of ours,
Yes,
and so
yes.
I would enter every single stinking giveaway I could, and I was winning them. And that's another way I got introduced to a lot of stamping companies was by winning their giveaway and then posting projects with their stuff that I won because I was just I had to limit myself because this is
Yeah.
a fun hobby, but man, it can get out of hand real quick.
Right.
So yeah, craft supplies is probably my biggest win. Now I've won the lottery before, but like $20,
Well, that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
$20.
But you
20
haven't
bucks
won like a trip to Jamaica, Tahiti or anything. Yeah. That's all right.
Nothing that fancy.
Haven't been on Wheel of Fortune.
No, definitely not been a Wheel of Fortune.
Do you like games like that? Do you like word games and whatnot? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Scrabble. I love I like spades. It's just fun.
Oh my gosh, we used to play spades in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spades. I'll play that on my phone by myself.
Oh. I didn't know you could do that. I guess I've forgotten how to do it. I remember though that we used to have code. It wasn't very covert. We'd say because you couldn't say go under, right? So we would just say grunder.
Oh,
so that you wouldn't miss your bid.
yeah.
Grunder. This probably doesn't surprise the people that have been here for a while because we all have masks and we say things are skewed. So yeah, we have our own little language. Grunder. It's a long time coming. And I saw Rhonda say in the chat, thank you, Daniel.
Rhonda's the one that asked me about the winning?
Yep.
Okay. You're welcome, Rhonda.
The very one. So what's new in Rhode Island? What's it like to live in Rhode Island?
Rhode Island is, I don't know. I kind of live in my own little world over here. It's weird because the people that I work with are mostly the immigrant population, Latinos from Central America. And so we kind of have our own little world going on here, which is the how do I say it? Just the people who are always here are who have always been here, I guess, and their families have their own systems going. And then, there's a whole other group of individuals that come here and have to make a life and try to find their way to navigate through all of that. And so we're kind of here just kind of help them. And we don't really we don't live a typical Rhode Island life, but there are tons of new people coming into Rhode Island right now, as I'm sure there are everywhere. But
As a follow-up, Daniel, there was a question in chat a few minutes ago, and I let it scroll by, but now it's topical. Someone asked, when did you learn to speak Spanish fluently? And I don't know if that's true or not, but that was the question.
yeah,
He has me fooled.
yeah, it was what?
You have me fooled if you don't speak it fluently.
Oh,
I
It
think
was
you do.
If
yeah.
and when did you learn to speak Spanish, I believe. I can't quite
So
remember.
I started learning Spanish in college in Springfield, Missouri. I took I took one semester of Spanish there, and then I traveled a lot. So I was 18 when I started. Then I started traveling a lot to Mexico, and as I traveled, I just learned a lot. I would of course, go to church in Spanish-speaking churches to learn more, and that helped a lot, just being around the people. So, yeah, that's how I learned Spanish. I was 18. I'm 49 now, so I've been speaking Spanish a long time. So I am fluent in Spanish, yeah.
That's
If
great.
there are any Spanish-speaking people here, they can probably tell you how. I saw someone from Ecuador send in
See,
a card.
right.
Los que son de
Is
Ecuador,
I'm not
saludos,
seeing
mis
Chris in the chat.
she's a very nice lady. She teaches English in Ecuador. She's also a beekeeper. Real interesting lady.
Oh, wow.
And she got a friend to send in one card from Ecuador. Other than that, we have never received another card from South America.
Oh,
And
wow.
so she is our sole.
And she has sent in a lot of cards.
She has. And when our show first started and people started sending in cards, she was laid up with a really, really bad ankle injury. And so she wasn't in her craft room or anything, and she would just send in these cards that she made using whatever she had at her hand by hand, right there. And she would just use book covers and menus and any number of things just to get her card in. But she is coming to the United States and for a visit here soon, so we're excited about that. She'll be in Florida.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's super nice. I really appreciate her. I mean, it's so fun to see that one pin down there.
Right, of course, but in South America, that's so cool.
Yeah, if
I
you're
saw
watching
people-
on the replay, hola, Chris.
Hola.
Hola, Chris. Dios te bendiga, mucho gusto.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Yeah, she sent me a picture a couple months ago with her beehives.
Oh, yeah? Not her
Yeah.
hairdo.
No, close. The higher the hairdo, the closer to God.
Yeah.
No, just the real beehives. Yeah. Yeah, she's super sweet. Oh, we're
That's
seeing
cool.
some Spanish in the chatter box.
¿Quiénes son los hispanos? Digan, aquí estoy.
My son says, "Me llamo El Guapo." That's why he always,
Me
he
llamo
always
El
calls
Guapo.
himself El Guapo. It comes from
I
way
love
back when.
I love myself, the handsome man.
That's the one. Me llamo El Guapo.
Oh, me llamo.
Me llamo.
My name is the guap. The
Yeah.
handsome man. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Aquí estoy. My husband speaks Spanish as well.
Oh, yeah? How
Yep,
did he
he
learn?
got his degree in it. Well, he
Oh,
he took 7 years of Latin in high school and junior high, and then he was at the University of Kansas, and he had to have a major, so he went, well, maybe some Spanish, because it's pretty easy after that much Latin. So
right, yeah.
that's what he did, and it's been good, because now he's retired, but he goes to a local private school and is their favorite Spanish substitute.
Oh,
So,
I'm sure. I
yeah,
bet
so
he's
he
a
does
blast.
the little kids and everything, they've got Spanish all the way through. So, oh, Chris is here.
Hola,
Hello.
Chris.
Que gusto saber que hay español hablantes por qué? Something por qué? I don't know. It's been too long. That's fun. Yeah, good. Well, that turned out just real fun. Irene Hat-Trick Smith, who is a great friend of Craft Roulette and does some little extra things for us, and we really appreciate her, says your no-line coloring is lovely. She's fairly new to card making, too. Do you have any tips and tricks for the first time to a no-line for a first-timer to no-line technique? Like you have lines on your little mices tonight, but you didn't on your bunnies.
Right, on these guys here. So here we're gonna play mostly with light, right? So you gotta, I guess the biggest tip I could give you is to find out where the source of the light is gonna come. Here it's coming from above. And so the light's going to hit in certain areas. You're going to find shadow in darker areas like the light is hitting them from above. So in order to get the lines of the definition between here and around here, you're going to need to darken up areas like that. See? Yep. And then don't be afraid to leave some uncolored areas like that right there.
Right.
Don't be afraid to not have the line there to guide it. You're gonna have it when you stamp it if you use a really light ink, but but I think that's the biggest thing. Some people are just afraid to leave light areas. So you just need to consider that.
Yeah. And now, do you or do you not use watercolor on these things?
I don't. But you can definitely use watercolor. But
do you have any crafting goals like that, like you would like to get better at, or?
Yeah. I would like to get better at Copic coloring even, just continue to work on it and to do better. It's not it's a craft you just got to keep honing, and I'm never going to be as good as I want to be, probably. You always want to be better, probably. So
well, you know where your mistakes are. You can see them.
Yeah, I can see.
And other people probably can't. It's like when you walk into somebody's house, when they walk into your house, you know what's out of place. And you notice the things that are wrong with your house that you wish you had better. Like, oh my gosh, that window's got streaks. That picture is crooked. I forgot to put out the right blanket. Oh, the pillows need fluffing. All those things you would be aware of, but they're just so happy to see you and come in and spend time with you and things like that. That is not something they're going to notice. And that's true with crafting too. You will see the things that weren't quite how you wanted them, but the next person's not going to see it. They're going to look at the overall thing, unless you're me, and then you start taking things apart. But that's just because... But I don't look for things that are wrong. I just look for, how'd they do that?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I think about it, at least. I don't know. Because I look at a lot of cards, Daniel.
I bet you do. Yeah.
I do. Somebody said, what is this thing? I want to know too. Let me look and see. This is a white charcoal pencil. Go figure. I've never used it. It's probably not the right time to try this, but this is what I'm doing. So Don't look too closely. Do what I just said. Don't look too closely. You're not going to see my my mistakes, right?
Don't pay too close attention to my cobblestones either, because they're
Well, they've been worn. Yeah, they've been worn. I'm just adding a little bit of texture to this little cute guy. And I think I want to... Chris is in the group, Stephen.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. I think I want to add... I really like using pencil for shadowing and things, contouring on the Copics. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful combination.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the points are so different. They give you a texture. You don't get the same strong graphic feel as you do if you only use the Copics, but you get a texture and you can get, and if you're not comfortable with those fine little details with just the Copics and the brush tip, you can add a lot of dimension with a smaller point.
Yes, exactly. Lots of texture.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with fur.
Yeah.
I use a lot of, yeah. I just broke her tail. But I'm going to fix that.
It's a ribbon. It's just a little, she's just got a little ribbon. She's got to remember something, and so she just tied a little ribbon.
I did it.
A shadow.
Yeah, it's just a shadow.
She didn't complain.
That's good. Do they have names?
This is Marge. And this is Marge and
Bob.
his name is
Mortimer. Neighbors. Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer. Mortimer the mouse.
Well, Mort, nice to meet you, man. And Marge.
He's very happy to meet you as well. He's been looking forward to this.
What other stamp sets did you have ready? I mean, this one you could have used for multiple things.
I had this one. I had I had this one.
Yeah. St. Pat's, you could for March.
Right. This one.
I see how you're thinking.
Another one, St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
And the bunnies. Super cute.
See, we used to have rodent. We had the rodent was one of our parameters for a long time, and it was hated. People didn't like it, but see, look at all those things that you had that were rodent. That were just so cute.
Yeah, they were so cute.
I think it was just the term rodent that they didn't like. It's like rodent. That doesn't sound very fun. But now they're just so used to us. They're so used to the parameters.
It's like the pejorative form of a critter.
Yeah, it sounded mean. Rodent. But there's a lot of good, cute rodents out there.
Yeah.
In stamps, not in real life, but in stamps.
You don't like actual rodent.
No, not the ones that run in our house. We had we had a chipmunk that ran in here last year.
Oh.
And it set up shop right behind me where I sit at my craft desk. And I kept hearing this dumb thing. And I kept thinking, oh, it's outside. It's outside. And then I realized, no, it's not outside. And I was doing a show. It was like a Tuesday night show. And I was going, there it is. There's that sound again. And then right after the show, he ran out of my room. I saw him. And I screamed and yelled. And so I went out and we had a camera in the family room. So I checked to see where he went. And he came back in here. Our dogs didn't even care. They were like, what rodent? We don't know what you're talking about. We're real excited and revved up, but we don't know what you're talking about. And then so the little, we call him Cherry Chipmunk. She ran back in here and she was making a nest out of our acoustic tiles, our acoustic foam tiles. Just having a good time. I think she wanted my
I bet
crafts.
her nest sounded great.
She probably
you
slept
get-
really well because it was real dead sounding in there.
How'd you
And it
get
was
rid of
soft.
her?
We got a cage or a live trap,
Yeah.
but we got a live trap. She went for it, and then she got out of it, and so then she was in
Oh.
the kitchen. I did. It was just.
Huh?
It was. Oh.
I had to step in and help, and I built a guidance tunnel out to the garage using all sorts of things,
runway.
and then chased it down the tunnel.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, Cherry the chipmunk. Yeah, I like rodents on cards, but not not in the house.
Not in the house.
No, and our kitty likes to bring in things.
Oh man, I have one cat loves to be outside, and she just brings all kinds of things up to the front porch. We have 3 other cats, and they're
Oh,
like,
my.
"Yeah, we will not be going outside." So
They don't even like to see the critters that she brings. Oh, funny.
no, they're not outside critters. They'd rather be inside.
Living the life of luxury.
Oh yeah, they've got it made.
They do, don't they? They live good lives.
So for my little tail mistake there, I just grab a white gel pen and put her tail back together.
Bravo.
An artist and a
Oh, man.
surgeon.
Yes, that's
artist-
right. Hanging your shingle up.
Okay, now we're gonna do a heart over here.
So do you watch very many YouTubes or anything? How do you what do you have going on in your craft room when you're in there?
When I'm in here, I often listen to sermons. I listen to
Mhm.
sermons. I listen to theology courses. I'm probably not as interesting to most people here as it is to me. Maybe, I don't know.
Spurgeon? Are you a Spurgeon kind of guy?
I am absolutely a Spurgeon fan. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, loves Charles Spurgeon. I'll listen to his books, like old books that have
Mhm.
some people have put on online to voice, like they've done voiceovers for them, which is wonderful.
Oops.
So yeah, I listen
Yeah.
to that a lot. If I'm studying a certain passage of scripture for the church, then I'll listen to sermons on that passage of scripture as well from trusted preachers that I
Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah. So that's what I have on. I mean, sometimes I'll watch a movie, or I'm not
Mhm.
always just a sainted person over here watching. I'll watch a zombie movie and then I'll listen to preaching. So
Yeah, there you go. It's balance, right?
yeah, balance.
It's
Gotta
balance.
have a balance in the force.
That's the one. I'm wondering where my white pen is. There it is.
Does he need whiskers?
Does he need whiskers? He kind of does, I think. Yeah. He's a cute little fella. I think this might look good with some stitches.
Well, that dye is from waffle flour.
Yeah.
Cute.
And it's not exemplary of my dog because my dog has overly small ears. He's got these little teeny tiny ears on a great big body. And the vet lady, one of the techs, always they just look at him and she goes, "Oh, you got the littlest ears." And sometimes he looks like a seal because he's got such little ears. But he's a big dog. He's 80-some pounds. But a little eared guy. We all got something, right?
Yeah. I got a
Oops.
big old head,
Oh, we got
That's just
Globe.
not-
That was one of the things we got when you were here last time. We got Globe. And
Globe.
Globe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Postcard
yeah,
and globe was one of a couple of the
yeah.
parameters you had.
Right.
And you kind of modeled what a globe might be considered with your big head. Not saying your big head, but you were
No,
saying,
but
you just said it was a big head. I was just agreeing. I'm going along with it.
yes, I
So,
believe. Right.
yeah. Yeah, so that was one of them, globe. It was a good one. It was a good teaching on the variety of globe, that you didn't have to be literal globe. You could do noggin globe.
Noggin. A while ago when it was just me and you on the screen, like
Mm-hmm.
our faces, I don't know if you noticed, but I backed my chair up so that my head looked at least proportional to yours, and I had to go back like 3 feet.
That's movie magic.
Yeah,
What size hat do you wear, Daniel?
I don't wear hats because imagine my head's already big, and I put a hat on. Oh my goodness, it's worse. No, I don't do hats.
Well, gun boys are known for their big heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Steven's got a big noggin, and Russ has a big noggin, and their dad has a big noggin.
Wow.
Lots of brains.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need all those brains.
Yeah, it's important to
Yeah.
have lots of good brains.
Yeah. I don't like my cobblestones very much, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna
It's-
fret.
You're just using hyperbolic geometry.
Yeah, I made my own rules of physics right here.
I think that's how I would have. That's the only way I could have ever taken physics, was to make my own rules. And just say, well, but there's the gun theorem.
Yeah,
And they'd say, there's
absolutely.
no gun theorem. Quit it. I'd say, but there could be.
We could make one.
We could. We could, and I will. Well, I have good news. We have, Grandma Gay has been on hiatus lately, and I don't remember if you got a Grandma Gay question before or not. But Grandma Gay's got a question of the day. She hasn't had one in a long time, which is pretty
All right.
exciting. And she has one for you, mister, and it is: traveling along the road or street, what do you enjoy seeing? Busy street scene, scenic nature, or fascinating people in the vehicles next to you, as in rush hour? Which is a very timely kind of question, Grandma Gay. How did you know?
I love people watching.
It's
Absolutely
fun.
love it. Yes,
Hmm.
I could sit if I could sit and not be noticed doing it, I would just stare at people all day and watch what they do. Make fun of them to myself, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
laugh and see myself in them as well.
Right.
And, I mean, it's just all kinds of fun watching people. And
It
so,
really is.
yeah, I love
Airports, we used to, when we'd fly, and the kids would be little, we'd make up like soap operas about people that we would see. And
Yeah.
so we would, if they were a couple fighting or something, we would be talking, we'd give them names and watch them come back and forth during the time we'd be sitting there.
Yeah.
And it would get them all involved in these soap operas, basically. It was great fun.
You'd make up their conversation for them.
Oh,
What
yeah.
they were talking
Yeah,
Yeah.
their life situations, what kind of work they did. Just, those poor people had no idea.
Right.
They were innocently just at the airport, and we were writing stories about them.
That is funny.
Yeah. But yeah, so you get to know, you may not really know them, but you make certain assumptions, right? When you see people, and and you immediately start thinking of who they are, just when you're watching people, who they are, what's going on in their
That guy
heads.
probably snores like a freight train.
That girl and that woman probably purrs.
How does that man keep his big head on his shoulder?
I bet that big head gets heavy.
He must get tired.
Does he wear a neck brace at night?
Yeah. Does he do neck exercises?
Well, if you probably just don't have a lot of heavy thoughts, or else that head would really get heavy.
I can't afford to.
No, it wouldn't be safe. It's like when you bow to your head in prayer, it's your favorite time of church service because your head's tired.
I can finally enter the rest, the fourth one.
That's the one. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yes, please. Can I put my head down? Oh yeah, you got flip fold. Can't you look at there? There you go. It's going to work just fine. Oh, how cute.
See, you're way done ahead of me. So.
I made it pretty easy though. I did. Yeah.
But others are like, Daniel, just hurry up, please. What is he doing?
No, we're just happy, just relaxed. I do have a favorite picture of, I got a favorite picture I got to show you.
Okay.
It's a picture of me and my mama.
Oh.
We don't, and see, it looks like we're praying, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. What are you doing?
But we were laughing so hard, we were trying to just breathe. And we couldn't look at each other because we would start laughing again. And so we would laugh until we cried, which we called craffing. But this was one, and it's just one of my favorite pictures of Mom when we were laughing so hard we couldn't even breathe.
I love that.
It was a wonderful time. She would be somebody that would find something funny about something that probably shouldn't be funny, and then I think it's a gene, and I have it, and I've called it ILD, inappropriate laughter disorder, and she had it, and so she would find something, and she would just think, and it would just, as she'd say it, tickle her. And like something would just set her off and she would just start laughing. We had no idea why she was laughing, but she would just start laughing and we'd just start laughing with her, even though we had no idea what was funny. It was just her. And she knew when to quit laughing. It was when she started coughing or, going right through the cry or the crying right to coughing. Then she couldn't breathe and it wasn't funny anymore, but it was okay. Somebody's asking about the inside of my card, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about this card. This is a flip fold card, and I did go with the true definition, I think. And my Main Street colors are, I walk my dog, and he's black, but you can't see anything when you have a black dog. So I just made him gray. And so I see my Main Street colors are my dark dog and my blue sky and the green grass and the fire hydrant, which my dog always stops at. So those are my Main Street colors, my main street that I walk on. And walking, I walk my dog. And so that's that. And I added a heart because he's got these cute little feet that gets to hold something. So I added a heart and it says, I'm here for you, rain or shine. Hugs and love, you friend. So.
We are getting asked about the teams.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. So, Danielle, I don't remember if somebody wants a bandana. That's a good idea. I might have to add something to him because he looks a little bare, doesn't he? He needs a collar or something. But I don't remember when you were on last time if we talked about our two political factions, Team Orange and Team Purple.
Oh yes, we did.
We did?
Yes,
Could you refresh me on who you would support there, Team Orange or Team Purple?
I may have changed over the last year. I don't know, but I prefer I prefer not to share my political views. I'm kidding. No, I guess because
I appreciate that.
Yeah, my Instagram on Instagram, I prefer to share purple cards because cards are, according to the experts, orange things are not liked as often as purple.
I do remember this conversation.
So I remember that I share more purple things, I guess, but I personally like orange better. Just because purple reminds me of Barney, and Barney is not my favorite things.
Isn't that what Barney says?
Oh, I don't know.
He has kind of like a corny voice. He says words, though.
Does he?
Yeah.
I never let you watch him because I didn't love him.
You didn't either.
Well, Barney. Well, those are very thoughtful. That's a very thoughtful way of looking at it all. I got to tell you.
So, if you want your Instagram to grow, use less orange. But pair it. Or if you want orange, you just can't get away from sharing it. You love it so much. Pair it with something, make a card with some aqua green, aqua blue.
Those are pretty colors together.
Yeah, those are nice together. So there's that.
So have you gone into like the reels and shorts and things, or do you do those much?
Those are so time consuming. Oh my gosh. I would love to do that, but man, if I did that, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. So I've done some. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see some, but I'm not very good at them. So
yeah,
I do like to watch them though.
By the way, if you haven't followed Daniel, all his socials are under Del and Artie, and we would love it if you would follow him and enjoy his. You still do lives and things, don't you?
Some, not as many as I used to. Yeah.
Right.
Because the church has grown so much that it's taken a lot more of my time. But yes, I do hear my audience coming to me saying we want more lives, and I understand, and I do want to do that because I miss everybody. So
right.
I have had to cut back a lot of it because I wouldn't have time to do anything else,
Right. You'd have to be doing sermons on making cards, and that probably
wouldn't go over well at church.
Yeah, probably would maybe make it once. Probably wouldn't want you to do it the second time.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But you could probably get away with it once.
Yeah, once.
Kind of a unique thing. Yeah. So Del and Artie, were you at Missouri State when you were When you got
No,
that?
that was
No.
that
Seminary.
was at Bible College in St. Louis. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was I only went to Southern Missouri State, right? Or Southern Missouri University. What is it called now?
Missouri State,
Anyway,
I
East
think.
Southwest Missouri State. I only went a year before I took off to Bible college.
Okay.
And then in Bible college, that's where I had one of my best friends named RD. Okay, I'm done.
That's sweet. Okay. Well, I had time, thank you, to add a little bandana collar on this guy. So that helped. And I think I
Nice.
can add just like a little shiny thing for his little deal. Yeah, for his little tag. That'll be good. All right. Well, would you like... Oh, that turned out so nice.
Thank
It
you.
did. And you did such a cool thing with the drawing and everything. Way to just get after it.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
I think so. Can you walk us through how you made your decisions? Your flip fold card.
My flip fold card, I figured I would do just kind of a simple stamp of the same image on the inside and then color in the heart here.
Cute.
But they're walking through Main Street, and I mean, I could do a center line here, but the cobblestones. This was an experiment. I wouldn't call it a failed experiment. It's a learning experience, but and then my buildings, of course, are just
They
kind
look
of
cool.
Yeah, I kind of like my buildings a bit. The kind of storybook style coloring on the windows. They're not perfectly drawn squares or anything, which is important. And then I left the heart with no color on the front, and then when you open it, it's got color.
It fills in.
And then
It's a cool card.
It's kind of earthy tones, which I really love for storybook style.
Yeah, you don't do a lot of primary colors. They're all a little bit muted.
Right. I really
Right.
like the muted. They feel more sophisticated to me. Like these are muted colors. I like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even
That
the
was
sky
pretty
here,
primary.
muted.
That's really pretty. You colored the sky too?
The sky is it is ink. It's Catherine Pooler ink. So I masked these guys off and then just
Oh,
over with a blending brush. Yeah.
I see.
These are masks.
Ah, gotcha. Well, it's a beaut.
That's my favorite.
That was a good question. Well, you know what? You did it, dude. You did
Thanks.
it. Yeah. We're going to let you rest that weary head of yours. And I know you have a good sense of humor. I wouldn't do this to you.
Oh, no, yeah.
And you know I like you, or I wouldn't do it to you. And then we're going to tell everybody else how they can play and a few other little things. And I'm not even going to give any speeches. And then we'll be back to say goodnight to you and see what else is coming up down your cobblestone path.
All righty.
Thank you. Yep, you can do this. You can play this game. You can send in a card. We want to see what you have up your sleeve. What's going on in your head right now when you think of those 4 parameters? Thinking about what do you have in your stash that you could use? Isn't that a great idea? We would love to see what you come up with. Just make sure you do those 4 parameters. Make it family friendly and handcrafted. Send it to craftroulette.live. There is a submission form open right now. It will be open till Sunday night at midnight. If you are a patron, it stays open until Thursday night at midnight. And we love that, don't we, guys? It's great to have those extra hours and days and such to get a card in. I know even Christina Brome last night got it in just with 45 minutes to spare. We wouldn't want to miss a single one of her cards. We have wonderful guests coming up each and every week, too. We've got Libby Hickson, will she have a beard? We are not sure. Desiree Coomerly after that on our 4th anniversary. Ann Butler, it will be a new guest to us, as will Tracy Phillips. And then our friend Sir Sire of Silliness will be back at the end of March. We look forward to meeting each and every one of them and spending some time making some cards and getting to know them. It's wonderful. Those are the patrons. Those are the people that are paying our bills so that we can come and talk to you about such things as card making. It's an amazing thing. We're doing taxes, and we just did an inventory of our stuff. And you are very helpful to us as patrons. Plus, we give you a lot of bonus content. So if you like card making and you like I don't know, man, we got a lot going on over there. We really do. Those people that are on that list may have their cards in a 3rd show, our patron show, and the people on that list may have also been a guest on our 3rd show, because we bring in a mystery guest of a patron for the patrons, and we talk about cards that are by the patrons. It's a lot of fun. We're getting good feedback on it and love to just hang out and get to know people better. It's a lovely, lovely thing to be able to do. Thank you, guys. See you Club Fund members tomorrow at noon. I hope a bunch of you will show up. It will be a good time. We always have a lot to talk about. Isn't that something? Are you surprised I can talk? This is the time where we are going to be giving away some of great stuff to some of those people that sent in cards last week. If you were one of those 400 plus people, your name will be on that list. And we will be spinning it, and it will randomly choose a winner with all mathematics. And I don't even do the math part of it, so it's probably legit. And the first thing that we give away every week is a Krog, a Craft Roulette giveaway, which is a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. This one goes all over the world. Who gets it? We just have fun. This is what we gave away from the get-go, but we didn't do it this way. People would guess a number, and then we'd spin the wheel again, and the person that got it first won it. It was nutty. Oh, our sweet friend Ginger Larkin. Well, we'll get that to you, Ginger. After the show, after the spins are done, there will be a claim prize form on craftroulette.live. Just go over there, fill that out, and we'll get you guys all taken care of. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, I saw Christine, I believe, got the mega goodie box. I saw her in the Chatterbox. I hope you're enjoying all those goodies that you got. But for a Craft Roulette goodie bag, it needs to stay. Oh, that's in Scotland. But Rachel, go ahead and send me your address, and I'll send you a Krog, because I can't afford to send to the Scottish Highlands, the Highlands there.
Do we want to spin again then?
We can. Absolutely. Yep. Rachel McLeod. That was my principal's name.
Usually the claim prize form opens immediately after the spins. I am going to have to check the database to make sure it's saved to the correct episode after the show ends, so it might be a little bit. If it doesn't, I'll have to add it by hand, and that's no problem. But it might be a half hour.
What did I just hear? Did I hear some screaming from the brown chair where Sharon Castor's sitting? Sharon Castor has won a goodie bag. How wonderful. Make sure you let me know you want it. I know. I see you. Oh my gosh. I thought I heard you yell. That's great. Congratulations. For a Your Paper Insider box of papers, Chow Tran. I think it's Tran. I think is how you say your name. Chow, congratulations. Make sure you let me know, or to get that all taken care of. We'll get you hooked up with Your Paper Insider. They're a wonderful company to work with. Or a $100 gift certificate from Gina K Designs. Nobody wants this. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? She just had a new release too, so it'll be fun. You can get all sorts of $100. We'll get you some good stuff. Yeah, very good. Amy Moore. Congratulations, Amy Moore. She lives down the street in Peculiar, Missouri. That's exciting. Congratulations, Amy. We'll get you all taken care of just probably Monday. So if you don't hear from me right away, don't worry. We'll get caught up. And for our first Colorado Craft Company gift certificate, you saw some great products from them tonight. For $25 going to Joanne Brown. Yay! Congratulations, Joanne. We have one more to give away. Sorry I can't give them away to everybody, but it sure is fun when you win, isn't it? Who's getting the second and last Colorado Craft Company giveaway tonight? We have had great prizes. I know people have enjoyed it all. Oh, Melissa B., how nice. All month long. I will be telling the patrons on Sunday who our gifts, our spin sponsors are for March, and then I will announce it on Tuesday's show. So you will know, but I will tell you right now, get your cards in. You're going to want to be able to get prizes from these wonderful companies that will be on March.
That are in the chat, I just checked our database and it did save to the wrong episode, so I will hand correct that after the episode. So if you'll wait about a half hour before you claim your prize, that would help me out. Thank you.
And I've got you written down. We got you covered. We aren't going to lose you. Absolutely not. And please use the email that you sent your card in with, because there's a safety feature so that we don't get somebody pretending to be you. That's just not fun at all. Well, let's get Daniel back on, see how he's doing, and say goodnight. There he is. I can see better with your glasses on. Well,
Hey,
you made
I
it through
fixed
again.
the cobblestone.
Oh.
Sorry, just wanted to. I fixed it
Yeah.
to asphalt. So
You paved paradise.
yeah,
You did an upgrade really fast. Yeah, you got them right up to the modern century. Yeah, any
Right.
potholes in that thing? We have so many
brand new.
potholes. Oh, could you send them our way? We have some work to do in our yard or on our street. We would really appreciate some happy little asphalting mice.
Rhode Island people live with potholes, so we just constantly have potholes. We're famous for potholes.
Do they have names? Watch out for Big Bertha over there.
They have their own zip codes.
Big Bertha on 6th Street got me last week. Broke my axle. Well, what do you have coming up, dude?
So coming up, we've got Card Maker Success Summit in about 11 days.
Ooh, it's coming
you
right
can
up.
Sign up for that if you want. You can sign up for that at dellandarty.com/summit. Get your free ticket, and you get to watch me do this card here. That's where I'll be
Oh,
showing.
that's the one you're, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
That one is also a huge part of Colorado Craft Company sponsoring them. So happy to be sharing that with y'all tonight.
Yes.
Then I've got another summit in July and another summit in September. So those are fun.
Yeah. Deadlines. Yay for deadlines.
Yes, yay for deadlines. Daniel needs deadlines.
Dear Daniel, I need to have this done. The deadline is tonight at midnight. It's my
Yes,
it's
please.
you can that's my go-to default email to Daniel, but it works.
Yeah, that's perfect. It does. It gets me going. And I'm like, she needs this. Oh my goodness, I got to get on that.
Hold the phone. Got to go take care of this. Well, we sure appreciate you being back. Thank you so much. And thank you for getting us with the Colorado Craft Company as a new spin sponsor. I think that will be something people have really appreciated. So thanks. And maybe
They will love Colorado Craft Company's goodies.
yeah,
Yeah.
they've got those cute things. Unique. Yeah.
Yep.
Unique unto them. So it's really, really sweet. So
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
you need to plant a big one on that nog. You did good work. And I know it's the end of the month or the end of the week, and you go out on Friday night with your family. And so Thank you for giving us one of your Friday nights. We appreciate it.
Sure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me. It's a huge honor. Huge.
We like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chatterbox, you're the best. Thanks for being here and supporting us through your love and care. Mr. Producer, yeah, done it again. Even though we had a few little things. Yeah, there we go. We always give him an applause. And Daniel, we hope to see you soon. Have all the best in the summits, and check in every so often. We'd love to hear from you.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, and we do really appreciate you. Bye-bye.